Alright, let's try this again. I got interrupted so rudely. Okay. Snake has a ponytail, so we're gonna use a ponytail.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
How you doing, Hardy? My team is the Patriots. So Bill Belichick is running the show. Who knows what he's gonna pick. No, it wasn't even a bathroom break. It was, I had to... Oh, really? I had to fix something that broke outside.
Try a little harder next time.
So... just nonsense. How are you, Leo? Good to see you, man. I don't need medals of honor anymore.
Their objective is unclear, but if they make it to the heart of the FOB, they'll capture Stafferman. You've got to make sure that doesn't happen.
CP, this is Zulu 1. I checked the power system. Someone's destroyed it. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and find the intruder.
At the beginning. He thought he could pull a me and kill the power. That only works when you have nuclear weapons. Because the base owner is automatically notified that they're...
CP, this is Zulu 2. Another one of us going down. Over. This is
Really? Really? Game over.
Defense successful. Victory is ours. They need their heads checked trying to take us on.
I don't know what his damage is. Okay. Refill our plant resources.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Of course, the definitive edition has all the DLC and 2,000 mother base coins to start with, which is really nice in theory anyways. Of course, on my alternate account I have almost 5,600 coins that I've saved since I don't use insurance on that account. I've sped up development of a couple of projects, but for the most part I don't use them. It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. I essentially live on that account through First Tab and a couple of players that I support, but they're random people. I don't know them. Whereas I know people under this account. That's a big difference, you know. Most of the people that I support, I know them either personally or through this game. Some good tosses. First, I remember the days when we had quadruple resources and double resource week was double resource week was quadruple and regular resources were double. So, and then they pared it down quite a bit. The sad thing is that they never bothered to adjust the rewards given for defenses. Those remain as paltry as ever. And I've always believed that if you have a successful defense, you should get all your GMP and resources back. If you lose your resources that you spent. I think that would have been fair. But you spend a lot of resources in doing a loadout and whatever, but you have to replenish them over time. I need to do that, another one of those. So it doesn't have base development? Huh. That's interesting. I guess he's like a boosting partner or something. So and of course they brought high-grade weapons out for people to use, and they were, I mean, grotesquely expensive, you know. But they don't have the resource, you know, the resource rewards aren't as good as what you think they could be. So
successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
course, this game, I mean, it's been out for 2+ years. Seen a lot of things go in and out, and that too. Yes, that's absolutely true. You know, the game. Okay, if you got it day one and you started it, it's very different. Whoops. Than what it is now. There's been a lot of changes that Konami has patched in and built on top of and everything else. The game is not the way it was when you started back in 2015. So I'm glad the game has made progress. And I really think that there's still room for growth if they just had the will to do so. You know, they could fix a couple things, they could do, you know, tinker around the edges, and it would make a great game even better. But for whatever reason, they're not doing that, so got to keep doing what we can. I mean, I've tried other games. You know, I just got started on GTA 5 for the second time. I got 100% on PS3, and I'm starting the PS4 version only a couple days in. I got my first heist done, and Trevor's been introduced and everything else. That game is still receiving substantial updates, you know, especially in the GTA Online and everything else. So it's not like you can't build something and maintain it. For whatever reason, Konami just doesn't do that. So gotta keep soldiering on. Like I said, they have a great game here. I enjoy it still. I've tried other games, and none of them have the same enthusiasm for me that this game does. I mean, I broke that 16,000 win barrier last month, and I hit a wall, you could say. I didn't want to do it as much as I used to. So I worked on my alternate account, which still had significant room for growth, and I got some of my mojo back. That is not paying attention. That's what I do. You know, teaching people how to play this mode and everything else. You know, I've had a lot of success with that. But once I hit max S++, you know, that I had to find new things to do and everything else. When I hit 16,000, like I said, hit that wall.
Infiltration
So
successful.
I mean, we were promised grade 15 equipment when they did an update, and they haven't come through yet. So, you know, it's just something that it'll be unfulfilled potential until, you know, if they actually do, you know, take care of that. They put out the grade 12 wormhole generator, and That was nice, but it's the only grade 12 item we have. We don't have anything else. Yeah. That would be helpful. How are you,
Successfully
TNT?
sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I mean, with the advent of grade 11 armor, the grade 9, or excuse me, the grade 8 shotgun, you know, became essentially useless. It takes several blasts to knock a guy out. Okay, that works. I'll take it. I didn't even see the camera there. That's funny. I don't know if this one's gonna work though. But we'll see. If I fail, I fail. It happens. I may have 16,000 plus wins, but how are you, John? Yes, it does. It's good to see everybody tonight. Happy you guys are here.
Special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Now, of course, with the grade 10 riot pistol, the one thing that I will always have a lot of enthusiasm for is that grade 10, all you need to do to replenish what it uses is one combat platform at level 39 or higher. Gonna get ugly. I knew that was gonna happen. Cause that 80-some hundred or 8,000 plus common metal and 1,050 or whatever it is for Tarragon. You get all of that back through one combat platform. It's wonderful. You know what? No. Let's see if we can do it differently. I'll get jammed in the process. Wait. How are you, man? Another legendary player in our midst. Yeah. Of course, the term I use is being a phantom.
All units. Special alert. Defend your position.
Moment of truth. We're gonna make it? Yes, we are. All zeros.
Infiltration successful.
Pump that fist, baby. Pump it. $16,100. Of course, Konami couldn't even get their math right in that the precious metals totals don't accumulate as fast as all the other resources. You can max out your resources for biological, fuel, minor metal, common metal through regular base infiltrations. You cannot, under normal circumstances, max out precious metals through FOBs. You have to do truck rides to max out. I know this because my alternate has hit the hard cap, or the soft cap, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't get more than 1.18 million. Anything more than that, and it just doesn't add up. Just embarrassing. So this game has issues, even though it plays well and I enjoy it. You know, it's not 100%, but you know, I still enjoy it. Insurance. You have to do you have to do two things. One, farm containers through mission 21 or mission 30. Mission 21, the war economy, has 3 containers in the airport, Nova Braga Airport in Africa. If you start the mission in free roam and then you shoot out the gates that are around the outside of the airfield, you can take D-Walker with the Fulton Ballista. You can literally just coast right through the gate spaces that the gates were on and grab the resources and head out. Hit a checkpoint and they all get added to your totals. That's how that works. I'm not gonna live wire it that way. I'm not gonna go that way either. Okay. Ooh, that was nice. Take it. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I had a good streaming schedule over a while, then I slowed down. But I'm picking it back up. I'll be streaming this more and more. I enjoy it.
Special alert. Defend
Even though I technically have nothing to play for. I still enjoy it. Like I said, I've tried other games and none of them have that enthusiasm. Feeling of accomplishment. I mean, there are things that Konami can work on. Like, for example, being able to sort through lethal and non-lethal bases. I wish you could do that, but you can't. Or, you know, bases above a certain unit level. You know.
All units.
You can't do that either.
Defend your position. Out.
And of course, I do wish that they had involved nuclear weapons somehow in single player. You know, got to capture one, got to, you know. So we could see that big nuke sitting on someone's base in single player. I would have liked that. Hurry up. Zeros.
Infiltration successful.
Not too bad. Haha. That works. I'll take it. I think that's the most I've ever gotten from a no traces run. So I think we just set a record. Leo, I'm just a player, man. Come on. Just a player. I don't pretend to be anything else. Just do the best I can. And that was with my favorite character too. So that last run is indicative of my play style, I guess you could say. Yeah, let's do that. You know, I tend to be very conservative. Keep, you know, aiming for stealth more than interference or active attacking. And it's not very often we get to use the grade 8 shotgun. So I'm going to use it. I mean, obviously with a base that has bridge blocks and, you know, all that, you're not going to be able to be a phantom. I accept that. But I try. I try very hard.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Service unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 7. Taking fire. No fix on the enemy. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out.
Yeah, that would make it easy for
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder
what a
next
waste.
time. Boss, the rival
That's fine. First time I've ever been on his base, and you get a wormhole. How does that work again? Well, he's welcome to tackle my base. I don't care. Guy's passing out staff again. Good for him. Helping people out. That's what it's all about. Generally speaking, I don't like in medical with non-lethal, but I need to fill my plants back up. Especially when I fail a mission like that.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
The layout of the core platform is garbage. I'll say that right up front. It's garbage. He has in the past, Leo. Long time ago.
You there!
Well, since they don't have masks, I can use my sleep guns. They speak English and what?
Understood. Watch for anything suspicious.
What ain't everything I ever heard of? my ponytail girls. Of course, I wish there were a way you could do espionage points in single player. You know, as a... I mean, even though I'm able to get through this mode, sometimes I don't feel like taking staff from people, you know? Just gets kind of old. Because I don't need the staff and all that. So that's one of the byproducts of this game, is that I play this mode a lot, but I don't need what the, you know, what the objective is anymore. So it's just kind of
Understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out. CP, this is Delta 1. Someone's looking into here. Please advise. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
it's not very often you get to do this on a normal base. But it works.
CP, this is Zulu 10. Get a check of the scene. There's nothing here. Over. This is CP. Understood. Return to your post. Over.
Let's see this. Really?
CP, this is Delta 9. I've been attacked. I can't see the enemy. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
What's going on?
Infiltration successful.
Okay. Got some good people. Maximum. That'll do. Alright. Let's see what we can do now. Well, to me, it's always going to be Memo. That's my opinion, anyways. That's how I see it, anyways. Okay, what is that? 7480 common metal, 1053 Terragon. So if I'm able to finish the mission, I get all those resources back. That's why I have such a enthusiasm for the grade 10 riot pistol.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Of course, the last time I faced this guy,
Be careful down there, boss.
he, I was able to knock him out, but I couldn't get a killing blow on him. And he got the upper hand and used his Hana Jehudi to get me through to the... He dragged me to the core, which I didn't really appreciate, but... Yeah, he is. He's a killer. No! What a bunch of bunk!
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Oh, that was awful. A simple mistake. A simple mistake. Okay. I've learned not to get involved with training situations. That was awful. I can't believe that. It's a bunch of bunk.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Unique is a... Well, he's a unique player. He has his own code of conduct, just like a lot of players do. He does things his way and he doesn't compromise. So, I appreciate his talents, and I've been on the receiving end of those talents on more than one occasion. So, I have a healthy respect for him and his XOF Cobra teammates. So. mean, I supported Unique once a while back. You know, I've done a couple of defenses for him. You know, but he's a different kind of player, and our play styles don't really match very well. But as I've said, and other people have said on this stream many times, that's the beauty of this game, is that you have so many different play styles, so many ways of doing things. You know, my desire to be an absolute phantom is different than some people who want to be aggressive and play versus another player and everything else. So my MO for this game is very different than other players. Well, I think that's what the developers had in mind, in that they gave you the freedom to play however you want, and they implemented that very, very well. And of course, the raindrops mask the sound of my footsteps. So that's a plus. I don't know. Well, I've actually been kind of out of it in terms of players who stream. I know a couple guys I used to watch went to Twitch, and I don't use Twitch at all. So I can't give you names of people who stream. You know, but people have, like I said, played different play styles. I happen to think that Memo is the best sneaker of them all. But that's my opinion. I've beaten him, and he's beaten me. So I know what he's capable of.
Infiltration successful.
Around here. I'll take it. And no traces to boot. So. That's interesting. First team All SEC in 2017 in Georgia. I think David Andrews is also out of Georgia, so well, that's how it is, Leo. I mean, the high-end sneaking community is everybody's friends with everybody, and everybody does invade each other's bases. In that sense, I am an outlier in that I don't do that with other people. You know. I mean, I support some high-level people, and I'll take an indirect here and there every once in a while, but
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
it must be.
CP, this is Zulu 6. Our units under attack. Hostile, forward. This is CP, understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
I didn't even notice if he had custom mines. Well, we'll see. That's how I do anyways. Well, I try anyways. I mean, other people posted on YouTube for a while calling some of their FOB runs no traces, and they're using knocking and magazines and everything else. And I went over this with some friends of mine on a forum I used to participate in, and there are varying degrees to ghosting a base, you know, and we've talked about that at length. You know, if I make it to the core on this run, you know, I will have successfully ghosted the base, but I'm shooting guards, activating a soft alert, shooting UAVs out of the sky, active interference in their defenses. It's very different from my last run, which was no interaction whatsoever. So I can switch gears up or down as the base platform dictates. But my preference, like I said before, is to be a phantom, to not show up on security log. Good bounce. And this guy's security log, if he ever comes back to the game, is going to be riddled with entries.
Picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 1. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. CP, this is Delta 6. We finished our search of the area. Couldn't find anyone.
Infiltration successful.
This is
Take it.
CP. Understood.
I was thinking today about doing another FOB school setup for new players, but using the Bionics guy instead of Snake. Just to show what it'd be like to do a base with a low-grade staff member instead of a snake. Grade 10. Alright, let's see what we can do. You know what? No. Yes, he is. Of course, I do have, when he was it, I forget what group he was with. I did a defense of Philandrianos one day. He tried to disarm me, and he pressed his controller buttons wrong.
You can capture staff from them.
And he stopped. You know, Snake stopped moving because he forgot to press the button. So I body slammed him and extracted him.
Be careful down there, boss.
Yeah. I don't remember if he was with them still at that time. Oh. Yes. Now comes the hard part. I don't like this. Yeah, there's a mine there. Okay, fine. Be that way. Note to self: next time, use the other one. Hi guys.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Damn. You had to turn that way, didn't you? Gets harder. Let me try. And for the record, yes, I have done no traces on a 78 base. I've done it 3 times. It's possible. It just depends on the layout of the... Oh, shit. It just depends on the base owner's personal preference. This is going to get ugly in a hurry. Yep. Right. Or not. Or maybe not. Yes. Ah! Crap.
Infiltration failed. You hurt. Try a little harder next time.
That is funny. Sometimes you gotta slow walk. Slow walk. But again, you can see my play style. Okay, it's designed around non-interaction, and I tried to be a phantom, and it flopped on me. So it happens. You make mistakes, you jump up and down, you scream and yell, and get over it. I don't like this layout, but I'm going to do it anyways. I need to refill my resources. Now on my alternate account, I don't have the luxury of using a grade 10 riot pistol. I only have the 7 unlocked. So I'm very tough on what I can really, do, because I only have 8 shots to work with.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Okay.
Be careful down there, boss.
I mean, I go into a base, fully loaded. But I try not to use my weapons. In this base's case, I do. I have to. Now that means I don't generate the same amount of points as some of the legends here generate. So okay. Oh, such garbage! Throw it out the window. That was garbage.
Infiltration failed. You hurt. Try a little harder next time.
Yeah, I make mistakes just like everybody else.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
John's a good sport. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okie dokie, man. You take care. I appreciate you stopping by. It's always good to have a legendary player show up. Have a good one. Kind of funny under this doctrine that I use, the route on this platform. I'm using the platform's own layout against itself. Sleep well. Thanks again. Peanut gallery, doorman. Our pipe fitter. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Damn! Fail! Too slow. What I should have done was drop down off the pipe and then climb back up again. Okay. Go-to.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
The only thing I would suggest is doing that mission at night at 1800, following the interpreter through the entire process and not rescuing any of the guards, any of the prisoners. Because when you start interfering with the other guards to save the prisoners, things can get kind of squirrely in a hurry. So I recommend, you know, shadowing him through the, you know, the whole process. Sometimes the interpreter won't call for the Viscount's interrogation. They'll just stand there and not do anything. That's happened to me on a couple of occasions. So So now, when you interrogate other soldiers, they tell you, or no, excuse me, when you rescue the prisoners, they tell you that the interrogations will take place at night. So I would recommend starting the mission at 1800. And going from there. I could turn the power off, but that invalidates the no traces doctrine. Other than that, I don't know, Leo. It's been a long time since I played that mission for achievement purposes, and I'm not going to play that tonight. Maybe another night I'll do a single player stream, and we'll tackle that when you're here. Yes.
Infiltration successful.
Complete Phantom. zeros. That's what I aim for. Yeah, I've done no traces on base development, and I don't remember the other ones, but being able to crack a base of that, a 78 base like that, is pretty special. Long range. Sorry, I hate Intel. I just can't get my mind into it. That could be a possibility, sure. Most of my high-level bases, most of them, not all of them, most of them have been combat or R&D. I do the best on those two platforms. Base development is third, and I've done a couple of support ones that are real nice, but I don't like support because of the bottleneck going into the core area. I remember my old high used to be 122,000. That was on a nuke base using Creeping Buzzard. It was a high 60s maybe. And because it was a nuke base and I had killed the power, none of the base owner's defenses worked right, because he needed cameras to be active for his layout to work the way he wanted it to. But on a nuke base, since the base owner is already notified, ooh, that was close. I killed the power, and that meant I killed his setup. So she was able to get to the nuke, steal it, and get to the core without any problems. This is not going to be pretty. These defenses are moving. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take what they can give me. I mean, over time, I've been able to operate on every platform layout. When I did FOB school, I made sure to show people every layout that was available so they could see for themselves. But I do my best work on North Pacific and North Atlantic. All the rest can go take a flying leap. But, come here. There's the clowns!
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Now the first time I got to 200K, which my current record is 209, was on Combat, North Pacific. I also got 99K with Defender with Venom on Combat. So, and some of my best runs have been with North Pacific or North Atlantic layouts.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I only use one route through R&D, and I had a great sequence on my last stream that was, I mean, phenomenal in terms of being able to get past the defender. Unfortunately, I knocked him out and I didn't extract him. He woke up and used his RGL on me, and that was the end of the match. So, of course, like I said before, I love popping him in the helmet. Wow! 4 shots and it missed him. I mean, I gassed him twice with the riot pistol. Then I gassed the guard. I was about to go into the core when he RGL'd me. So, just a little bit of bad luck. But it would have been triple digits if I had made it. Unfortunately, I didn't. So, just well could have been. My Serval. One hit kill on the firebox. Yes, it is.
One of us contact. Appears to be an enemy force. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy.
Take it.
Infiltration successful.
Not too bad. Yeah, there's something to be said for plopping guys in the helmet. Just like I said before, I just wish we had a version that could take on grade 11 armor. I would love that. Depending on its oh.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Let's see what we can do. One in a row. One and done. Oh, really? Are you freaking kidding me? What a joke.
All units prepare for combat.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt?
That was poor.
Try a little harder next time.
That was really poor. Man, oh man. Bunch of bunk. Yeah, I prefer I prefer the shotgun for single player.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I mean, in a sense, it's grotesquely overpowered for single player, but I don't care. Given the awful, some of the awful camo index situations they put you in, the shotgun is the great equalizer. Of course, the one disadvantage to this layout is that the sun is in your eyes the entire time. Really? It's like the 5th or 6th time it's happened to her. Embarrassing. By the way, speaking of resource usage for riot pistols, the grade 8 is the best you can do for a non-double resource weak haul from R&D. The grade 9, you're eating into your biological materials stockpile. I don't even know where you are. Take a seat. Nothing wrong with that, man. I appreciate you all the same. On your phone, on your computer. That you're here is enough for me. So I appreciate everybody who tunes in. Is it me or does it sound like there's a camera in the core?
CP
Yeah.
Contact. Over. This is CP. Understood. Make your check, but proceed with caution. Out. Stay with me.
Wait.
Yeah, it's the deck below us, but it just sounds like it's in the core.
CP, this is Delta 3. Hostile got out of sight. Searching now. Over. This is CP. Understood. Watch yourselves. Don't let them flank you. Out.
Regroup! On me!
Good job.
Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit.
Infiltration successful.
Extraction arrived at multibase.
Boss, the rival PF knows who
Love
we
butterfly.
are. Better step up FOB security in case they retaliate.
Now, I did send a friend request to one random guy I supported on my alternate. I attacked this guy who was on the... Wow. Really? First round pick for a running back? I don't know, Bill. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that, but whatever. So I support Random Dude A, and Random Dude B was on the indirect. So I ghosted his combat base, and he sent me a message saying, "You're cheating," because he had his mines on the stairs leading up to the fourth deck. And because I was able to bypass him by running right past him, he thought I was cheating. So I ghosted his base again. And I took a picture of my character right next to his icon on one of the containers that was there. I didn't send it to him, but he kept accusing me of cheating after he realized that I had ghosted his base again. So I got on this account and I sent a friend request to random person A. Because if I had him on indirect, I was going to rip his base to shreds on this account. Unfortunately, that guy hasn't got back to me yet, so I don't appreciate being called a cheater when I'm, not doing anything out of the ordinary. Just because you have your mines on the stairs doesn't mean I can't run right past them.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Nope, random person A hasn't bothered to reply.
Special orders. Defend your position. Out.
You there!
Yeah. Top 3 slots in the espionage rankings. It's embarrassing how they they keep jumping each other in the standings. It's like, really? Although in a weird sense, it would be, well, no, well, let me rephrase. It would be kind of funny in its own way to have a base that you could hit over and over again, that you know their layout or whatever. It would be weird and kind of funny to do that over and over again. You know, especially if they had insurance, so you're not getting anything out of it but points. That would be kind of funny. Well, I don't know about that. I just think they have boosting partners and they're practicing doing that. They have bases with, you know, either a supporter or somebody they know who they can continually attack because they know the layouts, and they can do headshots and not have to worry about this, that, or the other. Because you don't earn that many points, you know. Like when Brilliance Light got to the top, whatever.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
You know, it's like, really? The same with Rage Quit Girls. You know, one day they were 5 million points behind me. When I got home from work, they were 5 million ahead. So, you know, yeah, you get that too. So they're working with somebody to maximize their espionage score.
All units, special alert. Defend your position.
Infiltration successful.
Extraction arrived at base.
Volunteer. I'll take it. I keep telling people you gotta do 39 or higher because you never know what's gonna happen. Now I can't use him because he doesn't have a PF skill. But you know, it's just you kicked out a PF guy for that. That's just a glitch. They don't actually have that many. That's all it is. You go on their base and everything is the same. They don't have extra. But of course, I didn't mention this before, but I don't have a lot of interest in repeatedly hitting the same person over and over again. I saw a screenshot of a player. He had showed up 9 times out of 10 in this guy's intruder log, and I could never do that to somebody, even if they have insurance. It's just not my style. I don't appreciate that, you know. It's just not my thing, too. Okay, he's got custom mines. I couldn't see myself hitting a guy 9 times in a day for the points. Yeah, so, you know, we know of a guy who does that to people. He's attacked somebody 9 times out of 10. That's more than a little excessive, even if they have insurance.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
So now this person that did that, I've actually worked on their base a couple of times. I have a no traces run on his base. So yeah, I've seen him hit Gus more than once in a day. But in such a weird way. I mean, he was carrying the hail grenade launcher and battle dress and the CGM. You know, I don't know what his objective was, but he was, you know, drawing defenders. And, you know, I took him out several times, and I don't know what his thing was. You know, I couldn't understand his playstyle. But I have 4 or 5 defenses against him, so you know, I get the call, I go running. That's how it works. So of course, once I finish up my alternate and get all S++, I'm actually considering starting again from scratch on a 3rd account and broadcasting the results. So every day, you know, I'll do an hour or 2 hours of brand new gameplay on a brand new account with all my experience. I'm thinking about it. Because this game is a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And I don't mind starting over. Shot a man in the back. It takes a while to develop the right tools for that. Oh, I got lucky. Well, I kind of sort of corrupted my my alternate. There's a guy giving away staff in security challenge, and I've been plucking up quite a bit of his. So let me see. Oh, hey there. 360.
Infiltration successful.
Of course, I wish one of my main things I'm wishing for is to find a low-grade female with the tough guy skill. Not necessarily blue kangaroo, but something really high level. Okay, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Well, I know where to get my females. I already know that. It's just finding a tough guy with a low combat rating. And you can only do that when your heroism is low. Okay. Let's get nasty. Now, one thing I do like about my alternate is there's no pressure. I can mess around and fail, and not have people make fun of me and everything else.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Contact!
Really?
Give me support! Contact!
Actually, I'm gonna stay up late tonight. I have some staff coming to me later. I have to be up until at least 11. I love it. The deployment costs for the MRS 71 are ridiculously high. The Bamatov is inexpensive. I mean, it's still 50,000 GMP, but 500 common metal, 400 and some minor metal. I can bear that cost a lot easier.
Infiltration successful.
Extraction arrived in Mother Base.
Boss, the rival PF knows who we are. Better step up FOB security in case they retaliate.
Now, of course, everybody has. We talked about this earlier. People have their own code of conduct, how they play this game. You know, they believe this is honorable. I don't use FOB dispatch. I don't, you know, I go at a base straight up square, you know. You know, some people like to use FOB dispatch. I don't. You know. But again, that's what we're talking about in terms of multiple play styles, multiple ways to play, multiple ways of doing things. So you know what? I'll try that instead. Really? Of course, when you wear anything other than squares
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival
or
PF's
metal or
FOB.
concrete
You
camo,
can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
your playstyle slows down because guards can see you better. So this will be a challenge.
Be careful down there, boss.
I mean, what I really wish they could have done was let the women wear the the MGS3 DLC uniform. I wish the women could have worn that because I love how that looks.
Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Delta 3. We'll investigate ASAP. Out.
Oh, you freaking kidding me? Oh.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
$2 million players, Leo? That would be nice too, if I could use this on FOBs. It's a solid color. It looks really nice.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Yeah, the Mizra is great to use against defenders, against ghosters, against killers who have the RGL. It's a lot harder.
CP, this is Zulu 2. Our unit's under attack. Hostile, over. CP, understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out. CP, this is Zulu 1. We got damage to an installation. It's an enemy attack. Over. This is CP, understood. Check it out immediately. Give us sit rep. Out.
Yeah, it's expensive. I've used it quite a few times in defenses, and yeah, it's like 2,900 PM plus common metal as well. But it is a great weapon for taking out guys who are hiding inside the scaffolding sometimes. It's been known to take them to... That's a great shot. I love my servo. Now they're scared.
Infiltration successful.
Go investigate.
Extraction arrived at multibase.
I'm still on. How you doing, Gus? I got about an hour to go. This is one of the very best. Of course, I remember when he broke the top 100, I was watching at work and he did that. But then he moved to Twitch and I don't see him anymore.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I used to watch his stream while I was on lunch break at work. Nope. I only broadcast on YouTube. I've had this YouTube account for 11 years. So I actually put it to good use with this broadcasting. And like I said before, once I hit the 16,000 barrier, I kind of slowed down dramatically in playing. I'm getting back into it now, so I'll be streaming every couple days from now on. But there was a period of time where I didn't want to play on this account or do any more missions or anything like that. I worked on my alternate more than the main. Because to Konami's detriment, there's no new items, there's no growth, except in espionage points. I'm getting hundreds of staff that I don't use or need or anything like that, so it became kind of like I said, had a little bit of a slowdown. I'm back at it now, so. Not yet. We gave out the grade 12 wormhole and I've already developed that. So. But on my alternate, I only built one base. And I didn't even complete it as I don't have an Intel platform. That's maxed out because I wanted a waiting room. So you can only get up to, I think it's 107 or 108 with 200 S++ with 2 metals. So I'm rapidly approaching that upper limit. And once I reach that limit, I don't have much to play for. No, I've never mentioned it and I never will. I keep that account to myself because he's busted. In the top 500, I'll say that much.
successful.
Extraction arrived at multibase.
Alexander Crispy. I did a no traces earlier, Gus. Cashed out at 122,000. So no, it has not. I don't like his bases. It's got ugly bases. It is a you know what? No.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
It's not that hard, man. Come on. But you have a different play style than I do. I mean, you're an expert shot with that underbarrel pistol. I'm terrible with that thing. I mean, I still prefer to be a Phantom, so I didn't want that, but
CP, this is Delta 4. Spotted a suspicious person. Checking it out. Over.
excuse me.
This is CP. Understood. Keep your guard up. Out.
I mean, I'm with John. I prefer the espionage points route, but I just don't have the desire to use that underbarrel pistol. It's so expensive, and I don't know. How you guys can use that thing. It's not my, just not in my wheelhouse.
CP, this is Zulu 2. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
That's a grade 7.
CP, this is Zulu 7. Threat detected. Going on alert. Over. This is CP. Understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out. CP, this is Delta 2. Any installation's been damaged. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Move to investigate. ASAP. Out.
I'll take it.
Infiltration successful.
Extraction. Database.
That's a good question. It's one I don't really have an answer for. They gave us stuff to play with. They're very much aware of this game because every 2 weeks they change the events. Okay, so it's not like there's no one home. Okay. Every Tuesday night, or every Monday night, excuse me, they go offline for server maintenance. They update the challenge tasks every week. They give out staff for event points. So someone is still minding the store, if you will.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival
They're keeping the game
PF's
alive
FOB, and you can capture staff from
every
them.
week.
I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
And when we got our Snake nameplates, it was because this is in the middle of 2016. We were given those nameplates because they had recognized they had messed up. So, you know, like I said, someone is still pushing the buttons and changing the events every 2 weeks and everything else. So, I don't know who does what over there. I mean, people have tried to contact Konami through official sources and through their Twitter account and everything else, and they just don't answer. So I can't tell you, you know, what goes where and if more stuff is coming out or not. Or I mean, they put out Survive, and that was, they did 2 betas of Survive. So they recognized it had some sort of market, but for a game of that type. So they're paying attention, but not enough, I guess. I mean, they put Ocelot into FOBs. They gave us the upgraded wormhole generators. Even PF scores and rankings were added later. They were not part of the original game. So and yes, there is no chapter 3. Anybody who tells you otherwise or posts conjecture about, well, what if we do disarmament? Nope. Not happening. There is no chapter 2. And I know this because it would have been on the definitive edition if there was. And there isn't. So, now I'm one of the few people who don't have a problem with that. I think the game is fine as is. I don't have any problems with it. I don't think it's unfinished. Yeah, I tried the first beta and I was not impressed. Thought it looked ugly and I couldn't read the menus very well and it didn't feel like anything I really wanted to play. Now, I personally am not a fan of zombie games.
Infiltration successful.
And Survive is a zombie game. So
Extraction arrived in multibase.
volunteer. If they didn't if they didn't upgrade for the grade 10, PS3 is pretty much done. Sad to say. mean, I've sat at 162, but for a long time now, but there's nothing for me to build. Troublemaker. I don't need troublemakers. Yeah, all this PF stuff was added later. None of it is in the official guide. They don't feel like maintaining it or extending it past what they've already given us, so just have to do what we can. Okay, I'm going to do one more and that'll be it for today. So, how many people do we have? Not too bad. See what we can do. Okay, like I said, this will be the last one of the day, so win or lose. I should be on this weekend. I'm not going anywhere this weekend. So
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
keep it low key and non-interaction. Of course, there was a period of time where I was a purist and didn't even use Nocto or marking. But I stopped. I was losing matches because I couldn't see where people were. So I gave in and used marking and Nocto every once in a while.
Infiltration successful.
All fire teams, this is CP.
That will not count. Sorry, Spider. Okay. 2 volunteers, or 2 captured staff. No volunteers, but that's fine. $66K. Okay, that will be it for tonight. Like I said, I appreciate all of you guys very much. Thank you for tuning in. I may be on tomorrow. I don't know for sure. I will definitely be on sometime this weekend. So I will see you when I see you, and have a good evening.